So we just went to tribal council.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can probably gather what happened.
I hope you weren't too attached to Amy. Tribal went exactly how I expected it to, other than getting another rogue vote, obviously from, you guessed it, Peter. But overall, like, I think I keep conveying to the tribe that I want a group of trust and people to work with, and I'm really glad I was able to convey that message and have Amy voted off. It's just, again, every tribal, you're building more trust with the people you're working with. So I'm actually not that upset about losing these immunities, insofar that we keep this trusting going.
I chose preservation.
Right.
Yeah.
As we talked about. And yeah, it was just like, you're safe from the next tribal council.
But you're not
But,
Yeah.
But
you're gonna
stay put.
here.
Yeah.
That's good.
The
That's
second
good.
you didn't show up before the challenge, I was like,
Yeah.
she chose preservation.
We
knew.
I'm just glad it wasn't like something bad for you. Because
Yeah.
I would have felt so bad. I mean, it's bad that you didn't get to like participate,
Yeah.
but it's also like you got to be safe.
Yeah. When I came back from my exile, I felt a lot more isolated than I thought I would from the tribe, but it kind of made me sad that I wasn't a part of it, and it made me sad to think that they could have been talking about me while I was gone.
Oh, Lydia earlier put some of this cream and sugar
Yeah,
in the
she did
rice.
too.
I did it
Rice
too.
pudding. Very nice.
It was so much better
Yeah.
than plain.
You just did that unprompted? Like,
Yeah.
nobody told Why? I would have never thought
I
of
was
that.
No, we
Putting up
said
there.
it when
Yeah.
we won the coffee. We immediately
'Cause he was like,
said
oh,
it. We're like, rice.
Would you guys like be weirded if I had like a spoonful of sugar or something?
No.
No.
But that's the one I picked up off the ground, so you might want to rinse it.
Alright. I'll rinse it.
I don't know why I'm just gonna toss them right there.
Yeah, another round.
Hopefully it's some good news.
I see a 6 on there.
A 6. That's my lucky number.
Hey.
Almost 24 hours in. Still composing yourselves. Send 3.
Who's it?
Composure.
Oh, is it music?
Maybe it's like a balance thing or like a
Yeah.
concentration
I
kind
think
of
it should be
thing.
fair we send 3 different people this time.
I'd be down to go.
I got a steady hand. I feel good with.
I don't want to go.
I feel like
I'm gonna stay right here.
Take a seat.
Alright, welcome to another duel. So one person from each tribe will stack plates on a metal bar. I will tell you when to stack a plate or a bowl. As the stack gets larger, it will be more difficult to manage. Once your stack drops, you lose and the other tribe wins a reward. You are playing for a Survivor Classic. Jar of peanut butter.
Sure does.
And also the decision to send somebody here to the altars, which I know is on everyone's mind. All right, Lawiki, who have you decided to? So Jordan, you're going to go, and then Capo, Liz.
By unanimous decision.
All right, sounds good. Come to the mats, we'll get started. It is Liz for Capo, Jordan for Lewicki. The first to drop their stack will lose, giving the other person the win. Alright, we're gonna start with a big plate. Go ahead and place it. Let's go, Liz. Alright, let's go with a small bowl. We're gonna do a big bowl. Jordan wavering.
It's sensitive.
Doing great.
Thank you so much.
We're going to do a big plate. Liz wavering big time. You have 30 seconds. And Jordan's stack drops.
Break the rest of the play.
Alright, Liz, it is your decision on who goes to the altar. It can be you or anybody else who's present for the duel. Who would you like to send to the altars?
Since me and Ben picked rock, paper, scissors, and I won, I'll pick him to go.
Alright, Ben, you'll go to the altars. The rest of you can go back to camp. I'll see you for your next challenge.
Shit, you did so good. Hell yeah, guys. Chow down, baby.
Yeah, we'll save
Save me a little.
Liz and I played rock, paper, scissors for the duel. She won, so I was like, well, I guess she's going. And then they played the game. She won. It was very close. It was back and forth. They almost both dropped, but she pulled it out. And then she decided to send me, which was very nice. It was a very nice gesture.
But I feel like if we were to lose again, based on the patterns that have been happening, I feel like it's gonna again be between Tyler and Peter, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Honestly,
that's like
I wouldn't
what.
want to vote anyone.
Yes, I genuinely like working with all of you guys, right? Peter's been on the wrong side of the vote every time. I don't know if people really trust Peter to like have those strategic conversations because, he has shown that he can like be a little bit chaotic.
And part of me is like, that could go one way or the other. It could go the way of like, he would just follow and do what we said.
Yeah.
Or it could go, he would vote some random thing to try and save himself and it could screw one of us. What the hell was I about to say? If we keep Tyler, I'm concerned about him and Emily. If we're keeping Tyler, I don't really want him to have a choice of who he has to work with. Like, I want us to be his people that he needs.
100%.
Just as a curveball, I was trying to fish to see what people's thoughts on Emily were, because I really want to save Peter because I think he's loyal to me. I think Tyler's loyal to me too, and Emily, I think, is loyal to Tyler.
I can tell that Emily and Tyler are close.
Right.
But I do.
And then that begs the question.
I think Peter is better at challenges than Tyler, though. I think
I
it's like
agree.
a little bit more athletic.
I agree.
And
So I know you're an actually serious player, and I want to get your opinions on things because I think you have a good read on this stuff. But yeah, if the other people just want to think you're part of the puzzle piece, awesome. Let them think that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3-4 or 11:37.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Do you think we should make that move now, or do you think?
Well, part of me is like, well, I'd love to, like, I don't know, not lose another challenge.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So it would be great if we didn't have another opportunity to vote her out, but then that would mean we wouldn't have another opportunity to vote her out necessarily.
oh yes, would you get us peanut butter?
Come on.
Wait, no one's allergic. Not allergy, right?
Hey, that's big.
I'm sure they would.
Peter did the challenge.
Actually, that was and Ben wanted to do it. Yeah, it was like the balance thing where you had to put like plates on.
Ooh,
and then, yeah. And Ben and I both kind of wanted to do it. So we rock, paper, scissors, and I won. So
Right,
I
you
did
won
the
again.
challenge, and I was like, so I took him to go to the. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Peanut butter's right. Not so much like carbs.
Yeah.
I do feel a little guilty. I feel bad for the other team. However, I want to shout out me for winning the peanut butter for my tribe at the plate challenge. I was happy I got to do that.
Look how high up, guys, look how high up this tree goes. It's beautiful. She is gorgeous.
Let's go, the gods! Welcome to the gods' altars. Each visit, the visitor must visit one of 3 altars representing one of many survivor gods. After each visit, that god will no longer be available for future visits. No one will know what you chose. Obviously, no one on our tribe knows about what the altars of the gods is. Like, this is information that the other camp has like had a monopoly on. But yeah, basically just see these 3 torches and these temples, kind of shrines to these gods, and you have a choice. And it's different every time. So we have sacrifice, chaos, and fate. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm debating between sacrifice and fate. I think I'm going to take sacrifice. Let's see how bad the damage is. Sacrifice. Your sacrifice could be your reward. You have chosen to visit the god of sacrifice. You have a choice before you. You can make a sacrifice by giving up your vote at your next tribal. In return, you will spawn an advantage at your tribe's camp. Your tribe will be notified of the hidden advantage via tree mail, but not be told that it was caused by you. Oh, this kind of sucks. Because if I don't do it, they're just going to assume I got something. But I don't necessarily want to just spawn something at camp that I don't get. So this is kind of the worst choice I could have made, I feel like. It's just like my experience with religion in real life. Screw it. I'm going to risk it, and I will sacrifice my vote for the advantage that I will probably not get. Woo! Love it. I have to basically be like, yeah, I don't have a vote, and now we have to scramble to find something, and that if that ends up in the wrong hands, it could blow up in my face either way, even if my allies do have my back. What's up? I got fucked, y'all. What happened? So basically, I'll explain literally how it all goes. Also, thank you. Everyone's so sweet. Oh my god. Bring it in, dog. I'm back, buddy.
We also have
Tell it on the mountain hill.
Yeah, we got toothpaste and peanut butter.
I haven't watched much Survivor or done any games or anything in this realm, and I'm doing pretty well. My team is doing pretty well too.
Like basically there's like a little path leading down to like this like shrine, and there's 3 like temples or like little things on the table, and they're all for different gods. And so like there's like the god of sacrifice, the god of chaos, the god of fate, or things like that, and they're always different. Like, or once they're chosen, they're never back.
Okay.
And it doesn't tell you what you're getting.
Right.
You just have to choose which one.
The god.
Okay. And it gives you like a teeny little blurb, but like no real info.
Yeah.
So Ben gets back from the altar of the gods, and to be fair, I do think sending him was definitely the right choice because he's a very trustful guy. I think he's very, very genuine. Granted, I think he's probably one of, if not the biggest threat we have on the tribe right now. But that being said, I think he's very genuine. So at least for now, I fully believe the story that he gave us.
And it said like, so I chose sacrifice because I thought it might be a team like how we were saying that like.
Your vote?
I lost my vote, yeah. So basically, it was like. I was hoping it would be like a challenge reward or like so that it gives us an advantage. And it wasn't that at all. I lost my vote, and basically we're gonna get a tree mail. I don't know when, but like.
Right, go get it. Go get it. It's on the stump.
On the stump? Oh, this way. The only other thing I'm worried about is that 2 days before I came out here, Survivor Philly aired its first episode, which is the only other LRG I've played, and Ethan told me he saw it. And in that, I don't say explicitly that I worked for Mr. Beast and that I currently work for large YouTubers, but I did say I'm a creative writer for large YouTube channels, and I don't know how good his memory is. But he did say, hey, I saw you on that. So now I'm like, oh crap, okay. The gods have hidden an advantage at your camp.
Okay.
Good luck.
Run.
Are we gonna go? 3, 2, 1, go!
He reads that there's an advantage in somewhere at camp. We all scramble like bats out of hell trying to go find this damn thing.
He came back, said he lost his vote, and said that there was an advantage at camp. So I found the advantage, which was his vote. So it's an extra vote until final 6. And I only told Ben. I said, hey, I found it. Like, I just found it, like I haven't looked at it. I'm like, I'll let you know what it is. I tell him it's an extra vote, and then he asks me, he says, hey, can I actually have that until I get my vote back? And I said, yeah, you can go for it. Like that's fine. And I think this is really just locking him and I as a pair. And I think that's something that's really useful.
I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta play the game.
You gotta play.
Right.
And you know, I do, I have faith in you guys and stuff to help me through the round.
If we were to lose, like if we stay in these squads and we lose, I think the way it is, I don't think
I was able to convince Ethan to give it to me, even though he found it. So I do have it back, but the goal, I kind of was like, hey, give it to me for one round since I don't have a vote. And I don't know if he's gonna ask for it back, which, is a conversation I just would like to avoid, maybe. Got this? Okay.
Let's go.
Poe getting their look at the new Lewiki tribe. Amy voted out at the last tribal council. Emily, it's nice to see you again. Are you happy to be back?
I'm so happy. I lost my mind.
Alright, well, first things first, I need immunity back.
The swaggiest eagle in Pennsylvania.
Can I break the glasses in half?
Oh, that's cruel.
I feel like that would be really cool.
That'd be Sassy Daniel.
That'd be really cool.
Sassy Daniel. But
Yeah,
you can take back the accessories.
Yeah, we'll have to add more next
She
time.
looked good. She bad.
Alright, immunity, back up for grabs. For your third immunity challenge, 5 players from each tribe will be passing balls from bucket to bucket to get to the table maze. Once all 3 balls are at the table maze, the last 2 members of the tribe will solve the table maze to get all 3 balls into the 3 slots. Capo, you're gonna sit 2 people out. I'll give you all a moment to strategize and we'll get started. Alright, it's David and Liz sitting out on Capo. Survivors ready.
Let's go, gang.
Go.
Let's go.
There may be a learning curve to this. You gotta toss 1 ball at a time. Lewiki drops, gotta go back to the start. Capo drops, they gotta go back to the start.
There you go, good catch, good catch.
Nice. Jordan.
Nice.
Good catch. You gotta give it a good There you go.
Lewiki drops their ball.
Got it, Kira.
It's okay, it's okay.
Nice catch.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Go with the move.
Sorry.
Use some effort.
Nice.
There you go.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's good.
Sorry.
One big movement.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, boss.
Right, Capo on that final toss. Capo has their first ball.
Nice, let's go, gang. Good catch.
One big swing.
Good catch.
Just throw it. Yeah, give it some room.
You're doing good.
Nice.
There you go.
Capo working on their second ball. second ball. Wiki has their first ball.
There you go.
Bo working on their third and final ball.
Get it?
You got this, you got this.
Wiki has their second ball. Wiki now working on their third and final ball. Both tribes working on that third ball.
Pretty good? Yeah. There you go. Right in. End it.
Okay,
Yes!
good,
That counts for Bo. Start for the table mate.
You did great. Okay.
Let's go, girl. Both tribes working on the table maze pretty much at the same time. Capo has one ball in already.
Easy, easy. Coming my way. Easy.
Yeah, we're gonna go your way.
Wiki has one ball. It's neck and neck now.
You good?
Slow and steady, guys.
You're doing great.
Nice.
There you go.
And Wiki wins their second ball. Both tribes working on their third and final ball. Ball and wins immunity.
You guys did amazing.
That was so good.
That was so good.
That was scary, y'all.
All right, Capo, immunity, back to you. Once again, you are safe from tribal council. Head back to your camp. I'll see you for the next challenge.
Good job. I don't bring mine.
Emily, what is the prediction for the next half hour here? What's camp life gonna look like?
I think it's gonna be pretty somber. We don't want to vote another person out, but we're starting, I don't know, there's not much new information. This is all happening very quickly. I think there will be more discussions, but I think the mood is just going to be really depressed.
All right, well, got nothing for you. Once again, head back to camp. I'll see you for tribal council.
The only name that's been put forward so far is Tyler. I've wanted him out for the last 2 rounds. Tyler says he's working with me. I don't believe him. I think he's double-crossing me. But the rest of the tribe remains a problem, so I got some convincing to do.
Hi. Hi. How are you feeling? Oh, why?
Well, because I'm definitely going to talk about it.
He's like, well, I've been trying to vote Tyler, and it hasn't been working. So this time, I'm just down for what everyone else is thinking.
Yeah. So.
I said,
That's funny
I'm
because
thinking Tyler. That's what I said.
That's why. Yeah, I don't care.
I know. Yeah.
You can vote for me. I want people to make him feel comfortable in case he has an idol.
I don't think he does. I think the conflict between Peter and Tyler is valid. I think both sides were making fair points, but ultimately Peter hasn't made an effort to talk to me at all, and I don't think that he would have my back. So I feel like Tyler does have my back.
Yeah, and no, totally. You can always say my name. Don't worry about it. I trust you. I know it's gonna be fine. Right? Oh, you seem suspicious.
Oh no. I was
yeah.
just
No, yeah, I know. Don't feel. If you ever feel like you have to say my name to get someone off your back, do it.
Yeah.
I will totally it's fine. I
Yeah.
don't care about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the Jordans are on board with Peter. Jabbar is totally on board with Peter, and Jabbar loves you, by the way.
I love
Because I'm I feel really good. I was I feel really good with Emily, and he was like this. Oh my God, I love her. I love her. Yeah. So I think that's a good. So I feel really good with her.
Part of me is okay, this is tribal number 3. It kind of was that the 3 of us talking last time, where it's if it's between Tyler and somebody else.
How long are we gonna do that?
Is it just gonna be the other person? I don't know.
Is that your way of putting his name forward as an option?
No, but that's my way of saying I assume it is going to be 4 anyway, because it has been the past 2 rounds.
He's gonna get a vote.
I'm not that. Yeah.
Well,
But also how, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think you could go sort of like other people
Yeah.
where their heads at.
Yep. Yeah.
People are very like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So here's my feeling. I'm feeling Tyler's gonna throw Peter and Peter's gonna throw Tyler.
Yes.
So I
What do you
think that we can just decide what we want
Do
to do.
whoever.
Yeah, because they're gonna vote for each other.
I think that challenge really gave me hope. Like, we were only 10 fucking seconds. And if we can win, like, the next challenge and it be 8-4, fine. And I think the best way to do that is probably to go in unanimous. Lydia basically pushed Tyler's name to me. Myself, Jordan, and Peter already talked about the likelihood that Tyler's name will be out there again. So quite frankly, I don't think that there's, you know, I'm not gonna push anything, but I am gonna be kind of like trying to gauge the field.
We're talking about the Amy vote. Have you heard your name, by the way?
Huh?
Have you heard your name? We were talking about the Amy vote.
Yeah, I figured.
Wait, what?
He was saying if he heard his name, we were talking about the Amy vote. That's why he heard his name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, what people do?
Actually, yeah, since you all are both here, can we play that? Because, like, I heard from one of you all that, like, my name was on the chopping block card for last round, and one of you, like, said that didn't happen at all. So,
Yeah. You just told me over there that you just said his name to Amy as a decoy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you told Amy that his vote was a decoy.
Yeah.
But I've never mentioned Jabbar's name.
You did mention Jabbar's name in the first round.
No, I didn't.
You did. That was the first name.
yeah, I heard
you
that you
changed
actually
it.
were pushing my name too.
You changed it.
Yeah.
You changed it after that, but you did.
Who told you I pushed your name?
I mean, honestly,
Yeah, I did.
both times.
Yeah, that's not true. I was consistent on
That is
Collinson.
true.
I was consistent on Collins from day one.
No, you weren't.
And
You
so,
went to
like,
Jabbar,
this is kind of like an
and then you went to
opposite
someone else,
situation. Like,
and then you went to
this is like,
Colin.
you know,
So then-
obviously I would like to trust you both, but, like, you know.
That's true. Peter will say things like, oh, I don't remember how you said it or why you said it, but I just remember you said it. And, you know, it's just suspicion that he's totally full of it. And I think Jabbar sees that. I just wanted that to be clear. If he wants to be vocal with me in tribal camp, at the camp, I will fight with him. And if he wants to fight with me at tribal council, I will fight with him. No, but I'm asking you to retrace the steps and say what I said.
You said.
I just said, I
don't
just
word
came
for
up,
word,
so you
said
don't
let's
remember.
vote out Jabbar.
Isn't it convenient? That you
It's
don't
not convenient at all. I said word for word. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
actually
said,
it's
"Let's
actually
vote out
inconvenient for
Jabbar."
you right now. But yeah, I do remember. And you can ask everyone there. I was the one saying, I don't care about challenge strength. I want people that we know we can work as a tribe. I was the first one to throw out Colin's name.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, so I was the first one to throw out Colin's name and push him. You were against it.
Yes.
Yeah.
At first I was.
Yeah, and then you pushed him first, and we're like, no, we're not doing that, and then you pushed Emily.
Oh, so you're saying
I
Peter was
never
actually the
pushed
one who
Emily.
pushed me in the
Yes.
first round?
Yes.
In the last two votes, I tried to get Tyler out. It didn't work. So I'm trying to adapt my strategy now and be a bit more cautious, a bit more defensive, and a bit more open with people. So I pointed out that when he's in a group with people, he dominates the conversation. He tries to lead people one way, and then talks to different people and says something different. And Jabbar at the moment doesn't know. I hope you hear this, Jabbar. Doesn't know where he stands because he's got him telling him one thing, me telling him another, and he doesn't know what to believe because two conflicting stories. So yeah. Of course, go over there. I'm upset too.
I know, I'm sorry.
To win challenges, you need team harmony, and I don't think we've had that because Tyler's taking different people off and saying different things to them. So it's in your hands.
All right, let's get into it. So, you lose the third immunity challenge in a row. Jabbar, is there any pattern or anything that's going wrong? What is the consensus?
I mean, realistically, the consensus is that, there is no consensus here. Even at Tribe, even post immunity challenge when we got back, you know, we had a few disagreements there as well. So I just think that we just aren't cohesive or like on the same page.
What were the disagreements like concerning?
So I guess I kicked it off. Basically, Ty and Peter had been telling me different things about situations, I guess, that involved other people, and I just asked about it in front of both of them, and then it became a bigger thing than I would have wanted it to be.
Tyler, do you know what Jabbar's referring to?
Yeah, so I mean, essentially, there's been rumors that I threw out Jabbar's name in the first vote, which I have denied because it's untrue. But my friend Peter over here says it is true, and that's where like the disagreement is. I'm like, I'm okay with like people like telling lies and stuff, but like what the attitudes that kind of rub me the wrong way sometimes, where it's like, Peter saying, "Oh, you came over here and like attacked me," or I'm like, well, like if you're accusing me of something that's lying, I am gonna go there and defend myself, right? So yeah, sure, I did come and I approached you and I questioned you on it, but to me, it's like an act of self-defense. If someone's lying about you, I think everyone here has a right to confront that person about it and ask about it. And then to like say, well, you're the attacker, it kind of makes it feel like he started it first.
I did say he attacked me, and maybe that was wrong use of words, semantics, but my point was I was having a chat with Jabbar, and he came over very aggressively towards me. That was my point. Attack, defend, doesn't really matter. You came over very aggressive.
So where did the word that Tyler was spreading Jabbar's name out, where did that come from?
That came from me, because that happened in the first vote.
Look, I said, well, what was the conversation then? What was the context? What were we talking about? Where was it? All he's been saying, well, I don't know, I don't remember. And usually when people say that, it's because it's not true, right? When you ask me what conversations I've had about saying people's names, I can point to the conversation was, and I can point to who I was talking to and why I was saying it. I can do it when there was like decoy votes, right? Like we told Amy to vote Peter, and I can tell her why I said Peter in that situation, even though that's not what my vote was going to be for. So, when people say those sort of things, it seems too convenient, right? Like you can't provide the receipts, right? That's always the case.
So did this like happen more publicly, or was this like more private conversations?
Pretty publicly.
It was pretty public.
Well, Jordan, since you're in the middle of it, I'll ask you, like, how did that dynamic like affect the atmosphere at camp?
It's disappointing. I get why it's happening, but I think it falls into the same line of like that it's just really demoralizing for us that we've lost the first 3 immunities, and we started out as like a big happy family, and the first vote sucked, and the second vote sucked, and the third vote is starting to get excessive. So I think that's when stuff like this starts to happen.
Yeah, and for the record, I just want to like apologize if I did come off across as yelling. I felt I was just speaking assertively, but if I came across as aggressive or yelling, that's not what I meant to convey. Admittedly, I did get frustrated, because to me, it's not always just about like the lie. It's not, or like whatever happened if I threw out Jabbar's name in the first round, or if I did not. It comes across to, well then, when I get questioned on it, someone will Peter will pull it back like into the narrative though. So the lie fits in with the narrative, and that's what it's really about. Well, Tyler, you lied. How do I know this? Because you're shifty and you're like saying names to everyone and being inconsistent. It's like, well, that's not what we're discussing right now. We're discussing if I said Jabbar's name in the first round or not. And I just get frustrated when people try to move the talking points, especially when it's attacking my character instead, or my character in the game.
One thing I am loving about tribal councils is the more I ask questions, the more I learn, and the more that comes out. Because at first it sounded like maybe it was like a private conversation with a couple bickering, and then now I'm hearing it's like a public like yelling, and of course this can maybe rub people the wrong way. Emily, what is your thought process while this is going on?
Yeah, I was there when it began, and I tried to just remove myself from the situation, honestly, because I could feel tensions rising, at camp, and I think things just started to bubble over. Kind of in a pressure cooker situation over there. We've been losing, morale's bad, nothing new is happening at camp, and we're all in the same pot together.
Does anyone have anything they want to comment or add?
I feel like I've got quite a lot to say.
Yeah, no, we're here to
Be impatient.
we're here to discuss it. So I don't know everything going at camp, so I'm just asking blindly and seeing what happens. So Peter, what's going on?
Well, first of all, Tyler said I'm not giving any evidence or any receipts, I think you said, of when these things are happening. I mean, I could have done that, but you were shouting so loud and I couldn't get a word in. But I don't know what that achieves anyway. Like, I can say, like, we were at the top of camp, in the far end. You, on the first vote, you originally said Jabbar's name, then you changed it to Vidya, and then finally Colin, which is who eventually went out. But that, I can tell you where that happened, when that happened, but these guys still have to decide whether or not that's true. Like, it's my word against yours,
So
right?
no, yeah,
So,
I understand what I understand what you're saying. I'm rejecting that even happened. But like the only reason why I asked for like when it happened is because I feel like when people make lies, it's hard for them to like trace it back to, right? They'll forget the details essentially.
Right.
But it's like when it's something that actually happens, it's very easy to look back. Oh well, this was happening, this was happening, this was said. So I wasn't saying that because I think it's that relevant, but I do think it's relevant if you're unable to provide it.
well, this all happened after we lost the first immunity. Between
And
them and
again,
Tribal
I
Council,
just
we
think
had 3 names come from you.
Yeah, I just think that's really vague. But that's okay.
What else do you want from me? Give me an example of what you want and I'll give it to you.
I think we've done enough, my friend.
No, I don't think we have. What I am concerned about, so like I say, I think it's me going home. What I'm concerned about though is that because you are more imposing of a character than me, you are louder than me, you are more confident than me, you have better diction, people are going to listen to you rather than listening to me. And that's one of my flaws of my character. I'm not confident in social situations. But yeah, again, all I can say is if you look at my history in the game, all of you, you know I've been very consistent. I wanted Tyler voted out first round and the second round. That's been my consistent thing the whole way through. How many names has he said to you during this game? That's not you. You are the only person I've lied to in this game.
Well, look where that got you.
That's true. Maybe it's my fault.
All right. With that, it is time to vote. Peter, you're up first.
This is awful. Feel like I'm waiting to die. Obvious reasons.
First of all, I would like to apologize to them both. The reason why this round got messy was because I wanted to call them both out and make sure that they were both targets ahead of me.
This is not the vote that I want to make strategically. It's not the vote that I want to make personally. But I feel like this is the way that I have to go. But I hope that you know that everything that I said to you about liking you and connecting with you was genuine. I literally already shed tears over this vote and it looks like it's happening again. I really hope that you don't take this vote as any sort of commentary on yourself as a player or a person.
Right, if anybody has an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the vote is read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. First vote, Tyler. Peter. That's 1 vote Tyler, 1 vote Peter. Peter. That's 2 votes Peter. Peter. 3 votes Peter, 1 vote Tyler. And the third person voted out of Survivor Pennsylvania, Mountain of the Gods. Peter. Peter, I need you to bring me your torch. Well, Peter, it is a pleasure and an honor. But I try to spoken. Time for you to go. With all of the talk of trust, this tribe has finally reached a unanimous decision. Hopefully, that means there is some harmony going on here, and you can get on a better track moving forward. All right, head back to camp. I'll see you for your next challenge.
I really don't think there was much else I could have done to stay in the game. But my history with this show and how important it is to me, that's where the emotion came from, because I want to win one of these things at some point and it's not happening. It's been about 8 years of my life now trying to work towards this, and it's getting tiresome, but I guess we'll keep fighting.